if you're a woman of modesty, you would not want to be in a situation where you are up close and personal to a strange man. ووجد من دونهم أي دون تلك الأمة. He saw now behind them, in the back يعني, امرأتين تذودان. Two women were trying to hold their flock from also going to where the water is. So you can imagine, I want you to visualize the situation. There's, let's say, a well or a lake or wherever the water may be, however the setup they had. And these men have their sheep and their flocks are drinking. And those women also have their flock, but they're not allowing their flock to approach where the other flocks are so they could drink along with everybody else. Now, why would that be the case? غنمهما من عن حياض الناس لعجزهما عن مزاحمة الرجال وبخلهم وعدم مروءتهم عن السقي لهما. First of all, they were holding them back. First of all, they were holding their cattle, their flock, their sheep from the wells of the people where the water is, because they did not want to, because of their inability to mix with the men. So there was a circumstance where they would actually be mixing with men. And if you're a woman, if you're a woman of modesty, you would not want to be in a situation where you are up close and personal to a strange man, right? And sisters have to be mindful of that when riding all types of public transportation or when riding airplanes and things of the sort. Whether, for example, in the case of airplanes, and I'm a frequent traveler, I'm a frequent flyer, I'm telling you based on experience, the proximity between the seats is not one that really gives you a privacy. So, sisters, and I'm always amazed at women that travel without mahram, but they want to make a fuss on the airplane about who's sitting where. Why are you traveling without a mahram in the first place? You should not be traveling without a mahram in the first place. That's number one. Number two, the reality is, if a man doesn't fear Allah, he's going to try to put his arm, his elbow, and on the rest where you are, because he might want to have the moment that he wants, that he's been looking for, because it's just the way it is. That's how the shaitan operates with the children of Adam. And there are many opportunists out there among men who will capitalize on these kind of situations. So the woman now, either she's going to make a big fuss on the airplane and say, hey, what are you doing? He's going to say, hey, it was by accident. What are you talking about? Do you think I care about you? La, 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 la. It's going to be a scene. Or she's going to have to swallow it and deal with the harassment. It's a form of sexual harassment the entire time. This happens all over trains, all over buses, all over places where you're jammed up with other people. And so a Muslim woman does not place herself in this predicament. You have to get yourself out of those situations because they're not befitting for your deen, they're not befitting for your modesty, they're not befitting for your family, they're just not befitting at all. Right? So you avoid dar'ul mafasid. You avoid the situation where these things might take place, out of courtesy of your own self, looking out for your own self.
Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe and click on the notification bell. Like, comment, and share with friends and family.